Hey, what's up guys, Max here. We're going to be looking at some Isophyne details, and she is coming to the game for everybody on December 19th, so tomorrow be on the lookout for that. Now, you're going to be able to get the dupe, from the Banquet Realm event, and that is because she is sitting as a price reward for 4.2 billion points, where everybody in the community is going to be able to get her. So, minimum 23,000 points, or just almost 24,000 points, is required for you to also claim her. So keep that in mind. You're not just going to be able to, if everybody in the world hits it and you don't hit that minimum, you're not going to be able to claim her. So keep an eye on that. But this is how we're going to be able to get those points. Ideally, you want to be opening the Superior Banquet Crystal, which gives you 400 points, 300 for buying it, and 100 for opening the crystal. Now, I did some rough math, just some rough calculations. It's going to require the entire community, the entire world of MCOC to open over 10 million crystals to be able to get to that, especially if everybody just focuses on that one crystal. And then I did some math. I said, okay, again, these numbers are not exact because I'm calculating by 400. So it's 300 to buy a crystal, 100 to open it. So I still wanted to keep that kind of calculation, though. Just know that when I give you these numbers, that's roughly 10 million crystals, right? 10.6 million crystals that need to be open. And so if each of them costs 300 units, which doesn't make sense, right? Because the math are backwards there. We're looking at about 3 billion units being spent in the event for us to be able to get that final milestone and get Isophyne. And then how much is that in, let's convert that into Odin's. If you end up buying them from the in game, so let's just keep it simple, 3,100 units. So that's about roughly a million Odins, which then turns into over 102 or $100 million, guys. This is insane. Obviously, best of luck for the team over there at Kabam and MCOC. They are going to make some money. If we end up hitting that final milestone, they're roughly, just throwing out some random numbers, still calculated, but not exact to the T, they're going to be making close to 100 million. Let me know if I'm wrong on these calculations. Of course, I'm going to be pretty, not exact, but I'm gonna be somewhat in that ballpark of $100 million if we end up hitting as a community this final milestone. But again, let's jump into the Isophyne gameplay and see if she's worth it to take it immediately to rank 3, even unawakened. If we as a community can't reach that, which I actually have faith that we are gonna hit it. I truly believe that this really opens up the floodgates of people wanting to buy just crystals and get rewards. And but yeah, I'm just gonna be on the sidelines on this one, guys, looking at everybody spend the monies on this one for sure. Good luck. But let's jump into the gameplay.
All right, so we're gonna be seeing Isophyne against a couple of the cosmic champions out there, and yeah, sure enough, we're one of the biggest defenders out there, and still quite annoying is this rank 3 Maestro. So I actually really like her for this fight. I feel like she does control the fight very well. So ideally, the rotation for her is to get to over 2 bars of power, launch the special one, as you're gonna see me do right now here. So he's glancing everything, but we're gonna do the special one. We get those 2 energy vulnerabilities, which are incredibly good, and then right there we have another special one we can do. We push him special 2, launches it very nicely. He's got 4 energy vulnerabilities. I did this fight quite a few times. At 4 energy vulnerabilities, you're not going to KO any champion with the special 2. So you definitely want to push anything higher. So we're at 6 now, and I think I still don't feel confident going for the KO on special 2. Now I do go on the KO for the special 2 with 8 vulnerabilities. I think at 8 vulnerabilities, class advantage, you're pretty much KOing everything. And kind of, by the way, my one concern when it comes to Isophyne, hopefully I remember it and I'll share it here with you at the end of this video. But yeah, let's get on to the Serpent fight. This is a cool fight because she's not awakened, and ideally the biggest thing for her to deal with Serpent is to have her awaken, right? Like, she just kills him on the last few seconds of the fight, that he kind of squeezes more time, especially in battlegrounds or in Alliance War. So here we go. We're launching same rotation, special once we have 2 bars of power or over 2 bars of power. I also try to kind of finish my combos with a light intercept or a light hit. So here we go. We got 4 energy vulnerabilities. We're gonna go with another special one, and now we're at 6. Yep. So we're gonna get to 8, but notice we're dealing decent damage. It's not like an incredible amount of damage, but if compared, I would say, to be honest, if compared to like other Mystic champions like Chavez, Kushala, play perfectly, you're gonna enjoy those champions. But here we go with the big 8 energy vulnerability and the special 2, and if she was awakened, that would have been it. That was in for Serpent. But since he's not, we still have to deal with the that like last couple of seconds. Keep your relic, keep your combos ready to be able to KO him. So 1 minute and 17 seconds. You know, this is a rank 3. Can she do it? Yes. Can she do it faster? Yes. You need a little bit of cooperative AI too, as well. But just like any other champion, right? You know, I would say maybe shed like 17-20 seconds off that. So maybe rank 3 versus rank 3, you're at like about 1 minute. So awaken, so that's good. Now this Nova, we're definitely seeing a lot of Novas out there, rank 3s. I have one personally, and I'm sad because as everybody's gonna have an Isophyne, and not everybody has rank 3 Novas, but now everybody's gonna have an Isophyne, and if they have her in the deck, and after, you know, seeing the introduction, have her awaken, because we all partake in the event and made it happen. Yeah, she's just gonna nuke my Nova on defense, which is fine. It's fair, whatever. Resources wasted. So yeah, whatever. It's a good fight. It's an easy fight. It's controllable fight, and it's freaking easy, man. Here we got the Medusa too. She controls this Medusa so well, man. So if you need, see, this is where she shines against these like buffed up champions that end up with generating buffs. So she just shines really well with these champions. And like other fights, we'll do some more video recording, some more gameplay, more testing against other champions. I think she's gonna handle them really well. I just don't think she's gonna be like the ultimate answer. You're not gonna see these record numbers when it comes to like 40 seconds, you know, type of fights. So here we got under, yeah, this is crazy. This is really good. You know, so again, here, let me, as we're getting into the final fights here, obviously this Gorr is pretty easy to deal with, and you know, a lot of fun to kind of take this guy down too. Her immunities are freaking awesome, so she's going to be really reliable, and I feel like for Alliance War. So that's going to give a lot of good options for the guys there that like to push in Alliance War, just to have her as an option, you know, to be able to take on some of these fights. But here we go. We're looking at what, 4 energy vulnerabilities. We got another special one ready to go. We have the relic, so he's pretty much dead here with this combo. We got another special one, and then we're gonna immediately launch a special 2. One thing I kind of forgotten about her is, and I need to practice a little bit more, and if you're seeing me not do this in the gameplay, is hit into the opponent's block with a light, I believe, or a medium, and then immediately launch a special 2. So what ends up happening is your special 2 becomes unblockable. When I was testing it, I was just kind of throwing the special 2, and for the most part it would get blocked, and it would just cripple the entire like rotation, like the entire gameplay of like, oh, go for the nuke on the special 2. If it gets blocked, say goodbye. You're not gonna deal the damage, and you got to work your way back up. So yeah, it is what it is. But like, just remember that little feature that she has, so that you need to practice a little bit more. You can dash in if he blocks, almost like Massacre kind of a concept, you know, dash, kind of like hold back a second, so they block, you know. And man, I always have problems with champions like that. So it might be a feature that if I do end up taking her up to rank 3, and I say if, I would say in my personal account, I feel like I have a good amount of Mystic offensive champion dealing champions. You know, if I start seeing a lot of buff heavy champions on defense, a lot of cosmic champions, a lot of buff heavy champions on defense, then immediately Isophyne is the answer for this, which I feel like she's fun. The fact that you have control of what special you're going to be launching, special 1, special 2, that's really fun. But here, look at this. This is a very long fight, over almost a minute and a half when it comes to this fight. So yeah, here we go, another Hyperion. So at least let me give you my thoughts here towards the end, guys. This is a rank 3 gameplay, unawaken, and I feel like if she gets awakened, I don't feel like we're gonna see extra damage with her awaken ability. I feel she can do the Serpent really good in other fights. But I don't know if I need Isophyne in my deck at the moment. Again, depending on how Battlegrounds plays out, because that's the most important game mode for me right now. You know, the fact that we're getting her as a free champion, the fact that we're going to be able to dupe her, which is huge as long as we all hit that final milestone. You know, she's going to be on the ready for rank 3. I just took Shathra to rank 3, so we still need to learn her. Isophyne is so much more easier to play than Shathra, I would say that. But we're still in the process of like testing and testing and testing. So do I like this champion? Yes. Do I recommend a rank 3? Yes. Is it for me though? At the moment, I think I would have to wait just a couple more days, wait for the awaken ability, or if I'm seeing a lot of like benefit of her just overall against those cosmic champions, then we do it. That's for sure. But I think that's my kind of assessment at the moment early on, especially with just like 2 days of testing. I do kind of want to get her, so we're going to be getting her tomorrow, and once we do get her, yeah, we're gonna definitely take her. I would say rank 2, but I'd say rank 1. We hold off because I still need to do the Wongers fight for Karina's challenge. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on Isophyne, guys. What do you think of those crazy numbers at the beginning? That's insane, right? All right, take care. See you guys on the next one. Peace.